Hey, everybody.
Oh, shit. Is this finally happening? Welcome
It
back
is.
to D-Pad.
I'm Rick.
John.
I guess. Oh well, I'm Ben. I know that, but I guess that there's another boss.
Monstro Town.
There
Yes,
is.
I'm here
well,
too.
actually,
My
first,
name's Maria.
There we go.
Oh, sorry.
First, we need to go to Moleville.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go
We
there.
have to make a shady backdoor deal.
I think you're confused. It's not Maria. It's Mario. Have you ever played this before?
Oh, is that my name?
That's not my name.
Are you my
You would think-
Are you my Luigi?
It depends. Do the things Mario and Luigi do
Oh, you
behind closed doors? That you know what? Never.
They're a
mind.
very Italian family, whatever that means.
Uh-huh.
You want to
What?
go
Yikes.
to
Lots of yikes. Sorry to
talk
all
to,
our
talk to
Italian
that talk to that
listeners.
girl right there. She has the pretend store. You want the shiny stone? You do, but so say yes. You have to go buy fireworks. So someone here is selling fireworks. I forget which house he's in.
So I just want to point out that during this episode, Maria is eating a meat stick.
Meat stick.
Meat stick, which is a Trader Joe's delicacy, which is mozzarella wrapped in prosciutto,
Yeah.
which is probably delicious, but is hilarious to watch someone attempt to eat. It's great.
Yep.
Rick, if I'll throw that. You want to throw that photo in the video?
Sure. There you go.
Do
Enjoy.
you want the sad one or the laughing one, Mar?
Well, I just did it, so it's in there. Whichever one.
The sad one, please.
Let me try a
Because
different
it is
house.
a little sad. I was struggling.
So it's not this one. Also, you're going to want every last item you can get for this. Your syrups will be well used in this battle.
Just make sure you zoomed in on it and made it really awkward. Okay, thanks, Rick.
Sure. Try the left side of town. Ooh. So, I'm not feeling particularly great, so I'm a little bit low energy compared to normal.
But Ben's gonna be high energy because he's gonna crush this super difficult final boss.
What?
They call me Ben High Energy Mooney.
They do.
It's
It's not this guy. Maybe try the guy on the right.
You should have saw him before he was high energy. He was a
No,
vegetable.
I don't want any of
He was
this.
4'11".
I don't know.
Bottom.
Okay, and yeah, Rick is on cold meds, and I am here.
That's good.
Ben has
this the guy?
the right amount of Ben energy.
Ah, god damn it. Other house. It's a guy in green overalls. I remember that much.
Maria's making eyes at the cats.
I'm watching.
Oh, that guy. There
a
he is.
cat napping in the distance,
No.
and it's beautiful. I don't want to be with the cat.
Dang.
Goji's, that's why you've been staying.
So there
It's
we
not
go.
me, it's the cats.
So toss
Oh,
out.
totally.
Like I don't know. some
Goji
random
sleeps on
shit.
my feet. Tonka gives me cuddles in the morning. It's
Toss out
lovely.
like a Yoshi cookie or something.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I've never used
It's pretty
those.
good.
Yeah. Cool. So now we can go back to the pretend store girl. It was literally right next door.
So you're giving a kid fireworks.
Yes.
Great.
For a rock.
Yeah. You're an idiot.
All right. So now we can head to Monstro Town.
Okay. All right. So, Mar, just to catch you up, we already beat the game.
Yeah.
There's like a bonus boss that's super duper hard and weird.
Ah, okay.
And we're gonna go kill him, and then we can
north
be done with this
way?
game forever.
Woo!
There you go.
You can do it.
Definitely go save first.
Mario.
Mario.
The male version of me.
Yeah, you guys look a lot alike.
I have a
this up
mustache and
slightly for the
everything.
beginning.
I'm a
of it.
lucky man.
I dress like a plumber.
So not that one. There was a door
That part's
that was
fine.
locked before.
That's what I'm into.
Not this one.
The
I think it's
mustache,
2
not
doors
so
up.
much.
Less so.
There you go. That one.
It's
been sealed. Look, the shiny stone is reacting. The Chaos Emerald has unlocked the lock.
Oh my gosh.
Head on in.
What's it gonna be?
It's fucking Gygus background going on.
What the fuck is
That
this?
is the
It's
jankiest looking
I am
background.
Culex, Dark Knight of Vander.
What?
I have crossed into this dimension to fight for the Dark Mage.
this voice really is not how I
But this
pictured
world
him.
is uninhabitable for me and my kind. I must return to my own world. Before I go, though, I would like to challenge your strongest knight.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Will you accept my challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a knight. I'm a plumber.
Sure.
Sad for this world that he is the
Engard.
strongest knight.
It's so sad.
So yeah, he's basically just a Final Fantasy villain.
Complete with Final Fantasy music.
This was just like, yeah, we couldn't stop ourselves, so now you gotta fight this guy.
Oh,
He
boy.
is fucking incredibly hard.
Yay! Good luck, man.
Wee!
You
can do it. Maybe.
So it turns out that little speech he gives at the beginning is actually a turn. It's actually his first turn. Because they cranked up his speed, but they were like, that means that Culex just gets to attack right away. That's not cool. So we'll make him do a speech.
Oh, okay.
If you get one of your characters, I forget which, to their maximum speed and give them a certain item that also boosts their speed, they can actually get a turn at the start of battle before Culex gets to say anything.
That's a neat little
Does he,
fun factoid.
does he still say his thing after?
He still does. He still burns that turn on speaking.
This is kooky.
This battle is almost... It's not necessarily required that you have the lazy shell, but it fucking helps.
So,
Peach is going to be on healing duty pretty much this entire
do
battle.
we want to talk about the strategy,
I'm
or do
not-
we want to let Ben figure it out?
I think we let him figure out for a bit, and then if it starts to be a problem, then...
I probably should have rested first because I don't have full flower points.
That's okay. You got shitloads of syrups,
Yeah, but that's still one turn spent doing
I
that.
suppose. But I mean, you're only down by 20 flower points. I don't think that's going to be the difference maker. But yeah, I love this. It's
This
not a
doesn't seem that
3D
bad.
sprite. It is a 2D sprite that looks
Yeah.
like it's lifted directly out of Final Fantasy IV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, they're technically... I mean, I don't know. But I totally see what you're
Jesus.
saying, and it's cool.
Nice.
But he's not a real... He's not, like, from those games,
No.
right?
Culex is a completely original character.
Okay. Just meant to look like he's from those
Yes.
games.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is why, I mean, I didn't realize for a while because I hadn't played Final Fantasy IV until much, much later in life, but this is just the straight-up boss music from Final Fantasy IV.
I did know that, yep.
Oh. Oh, Mario's dead. Cool.
It's okay, he'll be back.
Come back.
Princess is magic.
She's so fucking magic. Look at that. She got his corpse standing.
Your freestyling is
He's doing good.
about as good as ever today.
Had it for a second, and then it
Yep,
kind of
yep.
faded away.
I'm into it, though.
Oh, he used the shredder and he uses it early, so that's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He's
Peach.
dead, he's asleep, and she's
Peach
invincible.
doesn't get hurt ever. What is
It's
this
great.
madness?
She has a special item on that, like, basically keeps her real
Oh.
safe.
She's like, yep, nope, 0 points. Sorry.
Yep.
Which is fantastic because otherwise she's usually one of the weakest characters.
Yeah.
And as your healer, that's not good.
Yeah, so I'm actually trying to remember the trick for this battle. Whoop.
That's fine.
it's
If that
not-
hits Peach, then
It's not a very complicated trick.
Nope.
To be honest.
Okay.
The trick is, the trick involves a little bit of luck and a little bit of practice, really. So far, though, I would say that Ben is doing a good job here.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters if I'm doing a good job.
No,
or
you're
not.
you're actually doing a reasonably good job here. What I'm worried about is there is something that happens later on. I guess it can technically
Oh
happen
my God, they're both
any
dead.
time. It just hasn't yet.
That's a bit of a bummer.
Sorry. I'm sorry I laughed at people dying, but I just did. Oops.
It is something that Ben will immediately think is
Whoops.
bullshit. But
Oh, that's nothing new.
I know.
It is a pretty catchy song.
It is so catchy. I love all the boss themes from the first 6 Final Fantasy games. Are great.
What the heck was that? Did you get?
I think that was a physical attack.
Boy, oh boy.
Thank goodness.
Drinking all maple syrup. Chug, chug,
Nice.
chug, chug, chug.
Mm.
I'm just imagining chubby short Mario.
Chugging maple syrup.
Chug just like all over the mustache and his
This is
face.
why
and
I'm
he's like,
chubby.
It's all I can do.
God.
Share my flower points. Peach just starts going to town on it. Bowser's like, give me 2. Blop. Everyone's just like awful and sticky and gross by the end of the battle. They're like, but we've got all these flower points. That's how we're strong.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird choice to make it work that way, but hey.
I think the idea is that like a lot of stuff is rather literally saccharine in Mario games. So why not go with syrup
True.
as the thing to...
As like a life
as a
force.
power source.
Yeah.
It's literally sugar juice, so...
Ben, what'd you do today?
Not much.
Cool. I think I heard you playing a game this morning. What have you been playing?
No, I was watching Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Oh, okay. Is that any good?
How is that? Yeah.
It's fun. It's not like good, but it's a fun show to watch.
Okay.
That's cool.
I watched End of the Fucking World, which is a great.
Oh my god, I
short
love
I've heard that is
that
Yeah,
show.
that was really good.
I binged all of it. It's amazing.
I've been looking forward to that when I saw the ad. And I was like, fuck
you know
yes.
who makes a
It's on my
great
list.
appearance in that
Hmm.
is the same actor that plays Anderson in
Oh, really?
Sherlock.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's pretty epic.
This furthers my theory that all British people know each other.
Yeah,
do.
It's
They
pretty much all connected. It's just like,
That's
yeah,
great.
it's the same world. Because I was like,
Oh,
oh,
jeez.
it's that guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does he play the same kind of guy too?
No, he plays someone much creepier
Oh, good. Okay, great.
and worse.
Well, that'll be interesting.
So it's yeah, it's
Yeah.
an experience. That's a great show though.
I've been wanting to watch it.
I know. I told John to watch that,
Shit.
but I binge watched it by myself.
Poo-poo.
Right now, the only two shows I'm watching are like Sherlock and New Girl, and I'm making very slow.
New Girl
progress
is still on the
either of
air?
them. What's that?
Is New Girl still like
I think
airing?
so.
I think they're gonna make one more season.
I think there's one
Holy
more.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually really
Congratulations
good.
on their 19th season.
Yeah, right. I'm actually surprised at how much I like it. A couple friends recommended it, so I was like, okay,
Kinda
I'll
fell
try it.
off after season 2.
I just got to
Yeah.
season 2, so
I
And-
tried back when it came out, and I was just like, I don't know. It's just not for me. But I can see why other people do like it. So
I think I mainly like the thing for me was to getting to season 2. I just looked at John and was like, "Has Winston tried to make a puzzle yet?"
yeah,
Because that's the best part
oh god.
of.
He's just like a
all
grown
of
man
it.
who can't handle
He
a puzzle.
can't make puzzles. It's amazing. He can't do it. It's amazing. He can't just like sit and do a puzzle.
Oh,
and
Dead.
it's so
Yeah.
sad, but so beautiful. And then they find out because of the puzzle that he's colorblind.
Oh, is that the? Okay, I don't remember that part, but I remember him
Uh,
sucking at puzzles.
Yeah, he sucks
But-
at puzzles. But it's
I like watch it while I'm cleaning and playing guitar, so I'm like
Yeah.
only getting
the
half.
whole
of
like end of the puzzle is you find out he's colorblind,
it. Yeah,
Nice.
and that's why he sucks at puzzles.
that's a pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good.
But why do they call them puzzles?
Like,
Oh, really? Nobody? Aw.
We should buy a bar.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I got there.
At least a sideways reference to
hey,
connect it.
We should buy a bar.
What were the other five words in it? One was I can jump that far. I don't remember the other ones between we should buy a bar and I can jump that far. One of the episodes they talk about how every bad idea is a sentence 5 words long.
Oh, that's cool. I stopped watching How I Met Your Mother pretty early.
I think I got to like season 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, I stopped before 4.
That's a show I never got into. I've never watched it.
It's
don't
good.
know
The first
why.
few seasons are fun.
Yeah, the first few starting seasons are great, and then
Yeah.
it just kind of does the thing that happens to most sitcoms.
It's funny too because I remember trying to be like, oh, I should watch this because I like the people that are in it.
Yep.
Like I love Jason Segel
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god.
and Neil Patrick Harris, so I was like, I should watch this, and then I just never got around to it.
Jason Segel is in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, Steven's younger brother.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'd watch
That
that.
guy.
That sounds awesome.
Sure. But yeah, I basically created John into. I made. I
Wow.
cre-
Well,
I,
that
no,
got well.
That
I cre-
escalated
I-
quickly. I
I
thought
messed up my
Happy
words.
Mother's
I'm
Day.
sorry. I was gonna say I created a Sherlock fan out of John.
Yes, that's
there we
true.
go.
I had never watched the BBC Sherlock, and it's really good.
Yeah.
The first 2 seasons are great. The 3rd season is all right.
We
I've
just got
heard
to the
bad
3rd
things
season.
about the 4th season.
See, okay, I have a whole thing with this because like
Oh boy.
I love the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I actually really like the 3rd season because I do like the way that they
The whole Appledore thing?
Well,
No spoilers?
don't no spoilers because
Yeah.
he hasn't seen most of. He's only seen the first episode of the 3rd
Yeah, boom. There you go, Ben.
season.
Good, just do that 3 more times and then probably
Woo!
more.
Yeah.
But it does get steadily easier by eliminating them, so.
But
oh,
yeah, I
so.
think season 3 for me, I like it because I like the addition of Mary and I like
Yeah.
the kind of also I will say
Oof.
like as I'm one of those people that loved seeing them like kind of mess with the fans on the episode 1 of season 3 where they're kind of like doing fan service with all the theories.
Part of me likes it. Part of me feels like they're like leaning so hard on the 4th wall that it just comes down. I don't know.
See, I liked it. I thought it was funny as hell.
I thought it was funny, but then like, I don't know. I talked about this I think at some point before because like it's one of the few shows on TV that is like acutely aware of its fan base.
Yes.
Like potentially a little too well, but
Yeah.
because some of it is good, and then there's some pieces where it's just like I feel like you're just like mocking your fans.
Do
now.
they keep
like,
doing that, or
No,
do they only
it's
do it
just
that
that
one
episode.
Okay,
It's just
I can
only
live with it for that
episode.
one episode.
Yeah, it's one episode, but I love like
and I kind of laughed because I was like, "Ha, that's totally right." Like,
yeah, like you laughed so hard at the one with the girl
yeah.
who
I was
wanted
like, "This is exactly what I
Sherlock
picture like
and Jim
annoying
and
Tumblr
Moriarty
fans to be."
to
Yeah.
like make out basically.
Exactly.
Oh,
You were
yep,
like,
yep.
yeah.
Sorry, half our listeners. Anyway,
Yeah.
At some point, it might be good to heal Peach as well. Like she's not crazy far down,
yeah,
but
I don't really have much of an option.
no, it's true. I know.
As soon as I get the option to, that's my plan.
Somebody dies.
but-
Yeah. I really liked. I forget if it was the second or third episode of that season of the third season. To not do spoilers, there's a okay. There's
Yeah,
a
he keeps
point.
using Shredder, so
There's a point where, well, that's part of the problem with that. There's a part where there's something that occurs in real time in about like 2 or 3 seconds that takes about 5 minutes of mental space time, and they like just rev all the way forward on like the visual weirdness and like jumping from scene to scene, like backdrops getting weird and shit like that, and like the physics of what's actually happening versus what's going on in like the headspace.
Oh, in his like mind palace.
Yeah.
The mind palace thing. I think that comes in like the third episode of season 3.
It's either like
I think
early
it's-
episode
I think
3 or like
it's
the
last.
end of 2.
I think it's the end of 2 or beginning
Yeah.
of the last episode. Yeah.
Yes. That was a really cool part because it's sort of like there's just this kind of general sense of panic, and it's just like, oh, okay, there's a lot happening.
There's a lot going on. You actually get to see, like, John, that's a fun... It is a little bit of a... like, that's not really a spoiler because we're not saying what's in it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you get to see the inside of
His mind
Mind
palace.
Palace.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the Mind
I
Palace
mentioned
thing.
that earlier. Yeah.
more so than you ever really
More so
do
than you
before.
ever
Yeah.
see
That's
in
actually
any other part of the show.
That's actually a real thing. Like people who compete in like memory
Nice.
championships
Oh,
use that strategy. They build a
They
mind
build a
palace
mind palace,
because
yeah.
apparently humans are better with spatial memory than they are with any other kind.
Right.
Sometimes if I got to remember something that's like really specific, I will think about like when did I learn this in the first place?
Right.
Like, okay, I was at
This
work,
age, yeah,
and there
or
was this
whatever.
person sitting next to me. Oh, I had this shirt on because this shirt was like, what did the? Okay, all right, we're getting close, and like
Yeah.
sometimes that'll help.
Like little triggers,
Yeah,
for your memory, like little hints, But they, they do a full get to kind of like see the inside of Sherlock's mind palace fully,
And like
And,
just
like-
how fast
That
it
and
works
it's
too.
so fast and really crazy.
yeah,
That's awesome.
There's a lot
actually.
of weird stuff in there that
Yeah.
you're like, oh no, like
yeah, you
it's
are
a little
crazy.
bit like
Unnerving.
it's a little hard to watch in a certain
Yeah,
respects
a little
because
bit.
you're like, wow, there's a lot of messed up shit in your head. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yeesh. That's kind of cool. though.
But it's really interesting to like see him because it makes him more human in a way, in a like strange
Oh yeah,
way. It
you
makes
get
him
to
a
see
lot
some
more.
insecurities
You get
and
to
stuff.
see some
You get
fears,
to see, yeah.
like
Oh, that's cool,
fear
that's
and
cool.
insecurities and like things that he like blocks basically from the outside world is really cool.
I'm looking forward to that. That's cool.
But yeah, I actually liked season 4. I know some people were haters and like whatever. I mean I get it too, but I kind of like the way they wrapped it because at the end they knew that they weren't sure that they were gonna be able to continue
Yeah.
and do another season. So I like the way they
Have to give it
ended
some
it.
conclusion.
They had to kind of give it a conclusion in a weird way where they were like, we're not really sure because these actors
Right.
aren't going to be on call all the time
They're
for
all
us to do
fucking
this. They're all
huge
huge,
name actors now.
famous,
Yeah.
and we can't, get them to, come back to this tiny little
Right.
BBC show all the time.
And
so
after like a decade of doing
yeah,
this
after
stuff too,
like exactly, yeah. The
there's only
first
so often that you
the
can
first
expect them to
season
just
came out
snap
in
back.
2010. The last season
Yeah.
came out in 2017. So like they did it like off and on for
Yeah.
almost a decade. So it's like it's a lot to ask of them to come back
Yeah.
and do another season. So they kind of wrapped it in a nice little bow in season 4, so that you could kind of happily end it and be like, okay, there's a little bit of like resolve,
Yeah.
which is nice. I liked it. I thought that was well done.
I
I
think-
thought it was well handled.
I think my two big problems with like the reason I never got into it, having heard bits and pieces about what the 4th season's about, is they cranked it up to 11 on cliffhangers at the end of season 2 and season 3.
Oh yeah.
Like none of which actually really resolve, which is kind of dumb. Like I think they had an idea what they wanted, and then midway through writing went, no, wait, what if we do this instead? It doesn't entirely line up, but
Kind of agree with you on season 3. Season 2 is legit though, because
Yeah.
if you ever read the books, that is a real thing that happened
oh yeah, absolutely.
in real life. Like Arthur Conan Doyle
He was like done. He
was
was like, I
done
don't want
with
to do this shit
Sherlock,
anymore.
so he killed Sherlock, but then people got super mad about it.
Yeah.
And so he literally had to bring Sherlock back to life.
I had to
So
explain
that's-
like, oh, here's how I did
And
it.
he's like, oh, how this is what we did. Yeah. So that's literally why.
it's a nice reference to
Yeah, so
Real life.
like the Reichenbach Fall is literally
Yeah.
like a real thing that he wrote that he
Yeah.
had to like then
Retcon,
like
effectively.
Yeah.
like that he had to
the
do-
retcon back fall. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Hey.
Nailed it.
But yeah,
Uh,
it's true facts.
yeah.
True history coming in there. Because I was also, like, as a kid, I was a huge nerd and I loved the Sherlock novels.
I've never.
So,
I think I've read one of them, and I don't even know which one it was.
probably Hounds because it's
Probably.
it's the most famous, I think.
Which
in
sucks because I think
general.
it's not the best.
It's not the best. Like I'd
Which
say
is
like
fitting
of
'cause
the
that-
more popular one, I'd say like Study in Scarlet is
Nice.
probably the best.
Like when I was
Or
a
of
kid,
the more popular.
I was like, oh, Sherlock Holmes is like the most amazing detective in the world. He can figure out anything. And like the
And then
premise
you're
of the
like,
Hound of the
"Wait,
Baskervilles.
Weird dogs.
Yeah, the premise of the Hound of the Baskervilles is like people are seeing this mysterious green dog, and Sherlock has to
Glowing
solve the
dogs.
mystery of what it is. This
It's
glowing
just a
dog,
dog, isn't it?
And it's just
Just
a
a
glowing dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mystery is, oh, it was actually a glowing dog because
It's
people were
actually
putting
real.
weird chemicals on
Yeah.
the dog.
the
That's not
best
really
thing
like satisfying in the way I expected a Sherlock
Yeah.
Holmes story to be.
the best thing about all this is that, in my opinion, the whatever they actually like the Hounds of Baskerville or whatever they actually call the episode
Yeah.
is, in my opinion, at least of the 9 that I've seen, the worst episode, like by a long shot. Like the first season is excellent. The start and end of season 2, I think, are great.
Are amazing. The middle lags.
Middle was like, I just don't get it, and
it
like
was slow, but I still liked it.
I still liked it. I only you know what? I like that scene solely for the Greg line.
Yeah.
Like when they see Lestrade and he's like, and John's like, "Oh hey, Greg," and
Hey,
and
you're
he's like,
almost
"Oh,
halfway
you're
there,
calling
bud."
yourself Greg now," and he's like, "That's his name," because Sherlock's just such an idiot that he doesn't remember people's names.
Right.
It's so
Oh
good.
my God.
He's Lestrade. I don't
Yeah,
need a
he's
first name.
Lestrade.
It's
He
not
doesn't
useful.
know.
I
He
deleted it.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't need Greg.
Yeah.
And then when he's like, "Oh, I'm coming back to life," he's like, "Hello, Graham." And then he's like, "My name's Greg, but whatever. I'm still
Yeah.
gonna hug you. Yay!"
Yay. And
Close enough, whatever. Jesus.
Yeah.
we were talking about this over breakfast yesterday, and or I guess it was dinner, and we were like, "What? I wonder what is Benedict Cumberbatch married?" And I was like, "Yeah, he is." And then we looked up a photo of his wife, and it's literally girl Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
It looks exactly like him. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
up right now.
It's kind
She
of like
does,
a
she
woman
does.
version of himself. It's kind of weird.
It's not. She's attractive. Don't get me wrong. Like
Yeah,
they
no,
just
she's
are
beautiful.
extremely complimentary. to
But
each
they
other.
definitely look like, oh, you are two pieces of a puzzle that are meant to be together.
Yeah, for real.
Yes. Okay.
See if I can do this with my 1% battery life.
It's very interesting. I never even really thought of it that way until John pointed it out, and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah. It's this
Oh,
photo.
kinda, yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of like a
It's
female.
that same like face shape and everything.
Right.
Look at
the
mine. I don't
long
know if you're looking at the same
face.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The
long,
long
long
face.
face,
Long,
long
kind of
nose.
football-y shaped face.
Yeah.
Not in a
Wide-
bad way, just
wide
like
lips.
it's just
Yeah, it's all good. They
Wide
all have blue
lips,
eyes,
kind of like
brown hair.
far apart eyes, like wide
looks
spread
less like a
eyes.
bug person than Benedict Cumberbatch does.
True.
It's pretty interesting. I never noticed it until John was like, "Oh my god, it's basically him, but a woman."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, yes."
This one too, look at
Accurate.
that. If he had red lipstick on, they would be like,
Yeah.
They would be the same person if they were both wearing makeup.
Oh man. Well, don't they say that like there's some element of like how you like obviously for physical actual like the shape of your person doesn't really change, but like the way like if you're together for a long enough time, you do start to kind of
You start
have
to
a
look like each other.
physicality.
Yeah.
Just like habits that just merge and you just kind of
Yep. That is a thing. I've like known people that's happened to, and you can physically
Damn.
like see them becoming more and more like each other. I actually feel like I've seen that happen with my parents
"Oh, really?"
nuts.
over the years. Like I
I've been
feel
together
like,
for like 900 years, so
well,
hey,
in the late
904.
30s. I mean,
all right?
like they're I don't know what anniversary are they coming up on this year? Like 39.
jeez.
I thought you meant married in the 30s. I'm like, no, hang on, no, that
No,
can't be.
no, like in the 30s as far as years.
Yeah.
Like gone by.
I mean, I guess
Like-
hypothetically that's possible, but not
'Cause
super
they got
likely.
married when they were what?
I don't know. You'd have to tell me.
I think it's gonna be okay. It'll be 38 years
Damn.
of
So-
marriage this
So
year.
1980.
I haven't even
Yes.
known any person for 38 years yet. How do I?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
damn.
Which,
So
You gotta work on that.
38 years of marriage.
that's insane. That really is crazy.
Which is astonishing. I mean, my grandparents on my dad's side were the same way. Like the only reason that marriage did not continue is my grandfather passed away, but they made it to
Oh.
51 years.
Damn,
Pretty good,
nice.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, and it would have been longer if he had survived.
Yeah.
Oh, nuts.
Your parents are on
Yeah.
track to beat that.
Oh, totally. Yeah. So that's like my dad's side of the family though, is like long marriages, and usually though the women outlive the men, I will say.
Oh,
Cool.
So sorry, John.
gotta mix.
Hey.
Just take the bad family tradition thing and just
Hey.
add to it.
Remember
Yeah.
me the way I am now, and not the way I will be in 50 years.
Although I
Alive?
I think it's
Hopefully.
I was
I
talking
hope
about,
you're still alive when you're
man.
80.
Me too, but I'm the oldest surviving male in my family, so probably not.
That's why you got to set the record unreasonably high. You got to be like
There you go.
147.
That's right.
And just totally fuck the curve. And I'm like, well, I can't do that.
Yeah. I like it.
You can have cyborg grandkids.
Oh my god.
It's the only way. It's the
It'll
only
be
way.
great. It'll be great.
Are
And
we-
I was talking. I even like this is hilarious that it came up too, because I was talking earlier about how, like, if John and I get married, my name will be so European sounding.
Maria Silk.
Oh
Yep.
my god. You'd have to wear like the leather trench coat,
Yeah.
carry like the bullwhip, and just like slick the
I
hair down.
will
Just, like,
look like the most intense like Russian spy ever.
right? Like
Part of it too was like
be a walking villain at that point.
Yeah.
so my dad and his brother like argued over how to pronounce the name.
Oh,
One said
Selig versus
Selig,
Selig?
one said Selig. It had been Selig, but then my uncle was like, I'm tired of correcting people. I'm just going to start saying Selig.
I was gonna say everybody I know who's ever referred to your last name when you're not there says Selig.
Yeah, which is wrong.
Everyone.
As far as I know. So, but I looked into the actual German. It's more like a Zelig or like Zelig. I can't do it well.
Well, yeah, like a
Is
G
it
sound at the
Zelig?
end is gonna be a
Yeah.
K.
It's a K sound. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Zelig.
it's like a
Zelig.
CHK. Yeah, yeah. Like,
It's that like
Yeah.
guttural sound kind
right,
of.
right.
Yeah.
So Zelig.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh,
I don't
sweet.
know.
That's
But,
pretty decent.
If we have any German speakers, actually,
I
help
know.
me out.
Help us out, man.
Also, I looked into the meaning of the name, and it.
Does it just mean like worker or something? Is
No,
it like,
most people translate it as like blessed or lucky
Oh.
or something. But I looked.
Aw.
do
and that-
Seligs translate it that way, or do other people translate
Yeah,
it
right.
that
Good
way?
question. Based on our track record, we do not. But I looked into it, and there's actually another alternative that has to do basically like it's like not this badass, but it's like similarly like it's something else, but I can't remember the wording. It's like Child of Darkness.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes,
That's
and I need to
fun.
look up the real wording.
That
but
makes
it's
sense.
something
That's
like
amazing solely because one time I tried to look up my name and the kind of context of my name within like being of Russian / Polish, ancestry, and like how that type of group like interprets it. And
Yeah.
apparently Maria is kind of at least the one that I found. I don't know, people online, once again,
Holy
correct me
shit.
if I'm very wrong, because I could be. Who knows?
Is-
Google is a thing. Whatever.
Is Culex out of FP?
he
I'm
is.
sorry.
He has been for a while. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But it's Rebellious C,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
and I was like, what? Or it can just be shortened to like rebellion, basically,
That's cool. That's
Ah.
actually
or
awesome.
like rebellious. And I was like, cool. That makes sense.
You know that
for me.
podcast I was telling you about called Myths and Legends that I'm really obsessed with? They do these like Eastern European and like Slavic folklore episodes, and like the first one they did, it was literally a week after I met you, and it's a story of Ivan and Princess Maria, and I was like, oh, weird. And Ivan is of course the Russian analog for John, so I was just like, that's hilarious.
It's us.
That's awesome.
I'm betting for what it's worth, Ben, that Lightning Orb is just like a super cheap spell or something.
Well, I don't really understand. Like, there's been other times where one of the crystals looks like it's out of MP, and then it'll use an attack, and then be out of FP or
Yeah.
whatever. So I'm not sure exactly how it works.
Some attacks that look like spells are not actually spells.
Yeah. So
So
maybe I should just
like
kill this thing too.
Jinx, I don't think technically. No, Jinx does for I think Silver Bullet
Oh,
or
wow.
something has How much damage you do?
700
Whoa! To the crystal or to Culex?
to the crystal.
Fuck.
So I might as well just go and finish off the crystal just in case it does use another attack.
Wind crystal may have the worst defense. That could be part of it.
magic,
or not.
Magic defense.
Oh yeah, magic defense. Damn, son. You're doing fucking great for what it's worth.
Yeah, I think I'm in pretty good...
Yeah, I think you're in the clear at this point. I guess it's probably safe to explain what's going on with that.
With what?
Like randomly taking damage.
Oh, it's him attacking us.
Yes.
Oh.
It's his...
Hey.
Also Final Fantasy
thing.
So that's Culex's physical attack, and the only way you will ever know that it's happening is if Culex stops moving for a split second.
Yeah.
It is blockable, amazingly enough.
I figured that was just his attack, but he has no like animation for it.
Yep.
And then I was like, well, fuck it, I'm not going to predict this, so
Yeah.
whatever.
That's the only way. If you don't have the lazy shell, you pretty much are like mandatorily have to block his physical attacks, or he's just gonna kill everybody. Thank you, brave knight. I will treasure this memento of my journey here. Perhaps in another time, another game, we may have been mortal enemies. Let us part as comrades in arms. And this will be the last time that Square Enix and Nintendo make a game together for something like 9 years. Because of a beef over the 3D generation of video games.
Wee.
What does the Quartz Charm do?
The Quartz Charm, I believe, boosts your attack and
I like
defense
his
by like
weird
50% or
like
something.
backwards walking there. Just
I'm
like,
going to look that
scoot
up real
back.
quick because I
Scoot
have
back.
just
Scoot back.
barely enough. Quartz
Scooting off
Charm.
screen. Scoot.
Quartz
Just
Charm, here we
scooting
go.
Backwards, really
Raises raises offense and defense by 50% and prevents instant death.
Huh.
So I think it moves like Magnum or any of the ones that don't do damage, that you just kill you, do nothing.
Well, it
So
doesn't
there
really
you
matter
go.
since I'm fucking done with everything.
Yeah.
But,
So there we go. That was Super Mario RPG. That was Culex. Ben
did it.
beat it like a fucking super boss.
Hey.
Ben
how
is the
about
super
that?
boss of the D-pad.
Yay.
Boom. Look at you
Okay,
stand on those
bye everyone. We'll see you
boxes.
for another game eventually. Probably.
Bye.